Well, Governor, have a seat. Looks like gonna be a good ball game today. Them Georgia Bulldogs playing Auburn. It looks like gonna be easy picking. What you reckon, Governor? Well, Caleb, by the time we dealing with Mike Bobo, there ain't no such thing as easy pickings. But I reckon we'll see. They ought to handle themselves pretty well. Got a couple other games to be watching. Might be a good afternoon after all, Caleb. We'll see. I reckon the judge's gonna be coming by later, Governor. We got plenty of thing to eat. Real. Well, I thank you kindly, Caleb. Smell the fresh air. Imagine it's gonna be a good football game. And then I start checking everybody else. See how Alabama's are doing on account of they beat us last week. You kind of got your attitude set about what you'd like to see happen. But one of them, the most important one, other than the fine spread, Calvary, thank you very kindly, is he on your team to give you some fodder in the conversation. And so far, Georgia has been bereft of any conversational magnitude. In other words, nothing to speak of, much less write home about. Third quarter, I didn't expect to be struggling with a team that's on the verge of disintegrating. With a leader that's the head of disintegration. But do they even have that? Caleb, when you get a second there, could you refresh them? Me Julep just to tell you, I just checked on the Bulldogs and they're still idling in second gear and late in the third quarter. But here, Caleb, can you believe? Yes, what's that? Well, Caleb, don't speak too soon. Vanderbilt is leading Alabama pert near at the half. Leading? There's a lead by 9 points. Pert near at the half. Well, my goodness, Governor, that is something to look at. I think I'll keep my eyes on that one for you, Governor. You can just relax. I'll make sure you know what goes on that Alabama game. Well, I thank you, Caleb. Thank you kindly. And so it goes across all this wondrous land. Someone is celebrating football in a different kind of way. The governor has his way. You have your own. Whatever you're doing to keep up with football, when the team doesn't cooperate, it kind of changes the attitude of what you might be doing whilst the game's going on. A lot of people go to the games and watch them on TV, and some just have it running in the background. Whatever kind of ways you're watching. I'd actually prefer to be watching it my way, which is from a distance, because I don't like the way this game's smelling already. This Auburn game. Not smelling too good, and the governor is not going to be very pleased. At least he ain't yet. And Caleb is making sure the party doesn't run dry, and keeping a stiff eye on that there Alabama Vanderbilt game, which we all know is impossible for that one to hold up. But it could happen. What if it did? The governor got excited about that Alabama game more than the Georgia game. Georgia game's not exciting to him. He always expected to have Auburn put away, but still clinging on and scrapping and being tough guys and proving they're true men, but they don't score. Not yet. Gentlemen, pleasure to meet you. Governor, how you do there? Nice little spread you got here. Too bad that Georgia game ain't turning out like we'd hoped. Well, how's it going there? Well, 21-10. 13 minutes to play. How many points they give me an over-under? I believe it's at 55, Governor. Been checking on it. Pretty sure it's at 55. That's just 31 points. He can score at least 20 more. Oh, they just got 7. 47-10. The Vanderbilt game is in just starting the third quarter, and Vanderbilt's trying to hang on to that old lead there. Yeah, Guvnah, ain't been much of a exciting day. I kind of want to watch the Arkansas-Tennessee game. Kind of think that might be interesting. Smelling an upset on that one. You smelling an upset on that one? Yeah, Guvnah, I kind of feel like Tennessee might run into a tough road. Arkansas is a better team than anybody really thinks they are. We'll see. 14 points there on that, and you reckon a wager man will find that interesting? Well, you might at that, Guvnah. I didn't really think about it, but that would have been probably a pretty good bet. I don't think Tennessee is going to beat them by no more than 14, but we don't know. That's a we'll see game. But Missouri got it handed to them, Guvnah. 41-10 on Texas A&M. How did them Aggies score that many points? Is Missouri not much of a dog and pony fluff job? Their offense is too stagnant, too conservative. They don't have playmakers. They got some big, strong boys, but they was outclassed against A&M. Watched part of that game. Couldn't handle the run. And A&M could do what they wanted to. Ole Miss, South Carolina. Ole Miss taking care of business, 24-3, like they should. Lane Kiffin ain't acting like a coach is about to go to Florida. And Georgia just capped off the touchdown with an extra point, 28-10. We can just write down now what's going to happen on that one. He might score a couple more touchdowns, put it up to 40, get his average up. But he ain't going to go over that 55.5. I can guarantee you that. Anybody that put that on the books is happy. So Bobo's playing the Bobo game, rationing points again. And until he learns that ain't a good way to behave, he's going to be trouble for this football team. Game at home. Everybody that paid big money is sitting there, their fannies in the seats, and you need to give them a show. I guess it'll be good enough. Still ain't seeing that offense really go at it, though. Very disheartening to know that. Well, the football party ended quite well. The judge come by to visit. There was others showing up. And the drinks was a sparkling all afternoon long. But by the time that Alabama had faltered and failed to Vanderbilt, long since in dreamland. When he wakes up, I'm sure somebody will give him the good news. Everything turned out right well. Tennessee lost that game, Alabama lost, and Georgia won in a rather unimpressive but technically impressive fashion. And Mike Bobo's boy got to start at center. So everybody had a dream-filled Saturday afternoon up here at the governor's veranda. And thanks for joining.